Welcome back, everyone. I'm Zell, and today we're talking about another Kubey knife. And we talked about this particular one a while back, the 202. And man, it's a knife that I like a lot. And I was talking to Kubey, their sales representatives and stuff, and they offered to send over this one. So what is this one? Well, it is almost exactly the same knife, just in liner lock and G10. And whenever I say almost exactly, every measurement on the knife, with the exception of thickness and weight, might as well be the same. And on the G10 one, we do have a blade hole cut out right here. Now, you guys know I really like this knife. The only thing that bugged me was the pocket clip moving around. Well, check this out on this one. And they didn't hand pick this or anything. It was fulfilled by Amazon, straight from Amazon. So this one should be good. So let's get a look at what you get for $35.99 at kubeyknife.com. Now, I haven't looked at the Amazon price. I will provide a Amazon link below to the Kubey shop, and maybe specifically to this knife if I can figure out how to do that. But let's get a look at it. You're getting G10. It is milled in exactly the same profile as the carbon fiber one. Exactly. Which, that is cool. That is very cool. G10 all the way around is milled exactly the same way. Very, very nice. Has, that's some of that middle hard G10, so it's not like rubbery, but it's not like a brick either. And we got a G10 backspacer in place of the titanium on the TI model, and we got that blade hole. Let's do a little comparison with some other knives I've got up here. Well, there's a comparison with its twin, but that doesn't do you any good. We got a Liangma eraser. We have a, I believe this thing's a 037 from We Knife Company. Oh, what else we got? We of course have a Roxy, but that's just silly. I'm just putting that up there because I was in on the design on that thing, so I obviously want to show it off. And let's see. I can't ever pronounce these, but there's one from Mr. Isham. And here is our, oh, that's the prototype Malware 4-inch knife, or 3.8-inch knife. So, there you go. Sorry we didn't have any of our normals. I'm kind of moving things around down here, trying to get things to work a little smoother in the shop and in the videos, and get more videos out to you. So there you go, that's your size comparison. Mechanically, this thing is running on ceramic ball bearings. Remember, 36 bucks, ceramic ball bearings. It's a liner lock with a very, I want to say very thick from days of old, but standard size liner lock for most quality knives of today. Looks good on the inside. They have lightened it up. This thing weighs in at 4.18 ounces, which is about 0.3 ounces more than the titanium and CF one. Excuse me. So, very well done there. Let's look at the blade. Now, the blade is 3.7 inches or 94 millimeters of D2 steel. Says it right up in there where you can't see it. Right there. We do have a blade hole, got a big swedge up here, looks good, and they did a good job back here, got a good edge termination on it. It is a bit of a recurve, so this is a sharpen with your Spyderco Sharpmaker knife, unless you have all of the recurve sharpening stuff for one of the other systems. And yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the finish on the blade. Just, it looks like a blast and a tumble. And I think they say it's blasted on the, well, yeah, they do say it's blasted on the website, and that it's been tumbled afterwards. Not the greatest thing on D2, but not the worst either. If you got yourself a little bit of this stuff, you dribble it on there every once in a while and you're all good. The recurve, you know, I'm not so fussy about recurves anymore. I just sharpen them and use them. And they do provide some benefit in use. The only place a recurve is a problem is on the sharpening bench, and there are ways around that. Obviously, I just said you could use the Spyderco Sharp Maker. That's the easiest way around it. You can also use various other sharpening systems. But anyhow, things I want to talk about with Kubey, because really, guys, if you're just here for the knife is mechanically first rate. It's got an action that just does what it's supposed to do, and it's up there with anything else out there. I don't have my bits over here, but I've had these knives apart. They put darn good screws in them. You know, are they Wee quality? Well, no, they're not Wee or Hinder quality, but they're within easy spitting distance of them. This knife, office friendly. I always try to talk about whether it's office hands friendly. This knife, in my opinion, is 100% office hands friendly. This jimping is fairly soft up here. There are no super sharp edges anywhere. So if you've got office hands, you should be fine. As far as keeping a hold of it, the shape of the knife keeps it in your hand. We should do ergonomics real quick, I suppose. The shape of the knife keeps it in your hand and does a good job no matter how you want to get a hold of it. In fact, they've done reverse grip really well here. Your pull grips, your hammer grips for pushing, all just really good. And that shape, that blade shape, whenever you get down to do detail work, it puts you in a good place, or puts me in a good place. I don't know how you go about it, but say I got thumb hooked behind there, and I can get my fingers out there near the end of the blade, and I can get in and do that detail work. Very nicely done. Extra little bits on this knife. Now let's talk about Kubey as a company. I spoke with Kubey back and forth some, and I asked some very pointed questions, and I got answers that I am very happy to hear. First question I asked them is, do they have their own production? And the answer was yes. They are doing their own production in their own facility. They are not contracting everything out to the various places over in Guangdong and Shenzhen. So that's always good to hear that they have control of production and they're putting out good stuff. The second question that I posed to them was about the hardness problems that we have seen from almost all the knife companies here in the past several weeks. Kubey acknowledged the problem and said that they have put QC in place to make it not an issue. They said that of the knives that are out there right now, as of this was about 2 weeks ago, they could not guarantee that everything was going to meet the hardness, but they would make good if they needed to. So we've got honesty, honor, and not trying to pull the wool over my eyes on the heat treat problems. Now, I haven't seen their production facility, obviously, but the way they're keeping their quality control, with the exception of that one spot on this knife, I can believe that they have their own stuff, and that's just really freaking cool. It's nice to see another knife company coming up like that. I am going to rip them on the same stuff I ripped them on before. I think they really need to come up with a different font for the Kubey. I do like the little logo. The little logo is freaking cool, but they need a new font for the Kubey because it's not clearly legible. Other than that, the knives are great. Go to Kubey.com. Check the prices there. I'll leave a link to that below, and I'll leave a link to the Amazon pages for these knives. Do be aware, if you buy them off Amazon, that I will get a super small fraction of that sale. And that's, you know, kind of how we're going to start trying to keep things a little more afloat around here as far as YouTube and some of the other things go. But just so you're aware that that does happen, you don't have to use them, but they're there if you choose to. And guys, this has been the Kubey KU150. I like it just as much as I like the titanium version. I think I got one that's got good hardness in the steel because I haven't beat the crap out of it, but it's been at work with me for a couple of weeks now, and the blade still looks good and still sharp. So, in fact, we didn't cut anything, did we? There we go. We cut stuff now. I'm not sure what that is. That's like, wow. I don't know. It's some kind of slick back sticky note. Weird stuff. Yeah, you guys have a great day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the sporadic business we're doing here on the Zelrick YouTube channel. We've got more Fusion Fridays coming. We have more maker stuff. We gotta get started with the maker stuff, but we've got that coming to you very soon. I'm just trying to get enough stuff backed up so that you guys don't run out of content week after next, you know. So give me a bit of time here. We'll get that stuff going. We'll start messing with 3D printers. We'll start messing more in Fusion and making things, because we aren't leaving the knives behind by any means, but I'm about knifed out and I don't want to leave it. So what I want to do is get into some of the other things like we talked about with the all tools, and I've got a KeySmart wallet coming up and a wallet from a company up in Canada coming up, and I want to get into that kind of stuff. I want to get into more of the 3D stuff and as far as the printing goes and the creation of things, and hopefully it'll be fun for all of us and insulate our little community here from a future which is nearly certain with a decline in the number of companies and products available in the knife industry. It has exploded over the past couple of years, and I'm just hedging the bets for us, guys, because I don't want to lose you guys, and hopefully I'm at least halfway entertaining enough. Where'd my thing go? Rawr, 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 rawr. To keep you interested. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you next time.